Good evening. Thanks for joining us at 5 on air and streaming on KARE 11 Plus. I'm Julie Nelson.
And I'm Morgan Wolf. An investigation is underway right now in Anoka County after a woman and a young boy died in a shooting there.
We are expecting their identities will be released tomorrow, but tonight a suspect is in custody. All of this happened just before 1 o'clock this morning in Lexington. Neighbors are sharing new details tonight about the other children in the home and their harrowing escape. Jennifer Hoff joins us live with our top story tonight. Jennifer?
Julie, this is the closest that we've been allowed to get to the scene, and it's really just a heartbreaking one here at this duplex. Those children you mentioned, we know, ran from the house down the street to the only other house on the block that they knew had a dog because they needed that dog to wake up the residents in order to get help.
The street is usually a quiet one where Jill Hunt has long lived.
Very safe. You can even leave your cars unlocked here.
That changed last night when law enforcement descended on Ryan Place in Lexington for shots fired, according to scanner traffic.
You got several of us approaching north on the street here.
They'd find a woman dead inside a house and a boy shot, but barely alive. An officer putting him in his squad to an ambulance nearby as police set up a perimeter looking for a suspect.
Tracks leading west from this shed.
The Anoka County Sheriff's Office says a canine later apprehended a man who's now in the hospital, but spokesperson Tierney Peters wouldn't say how he was related to the two victims or a motive.
We are working very hard to do a very thorough investigation. The community deserves nothing less. These victims deserve nothing less.
Peters did say this isn't random and there's no known threat to the community, one where violence is rare.
Not for a long time, no.
The last murder happening here 17 years ago. Hunt hopeful it will be silent here once again.
Sad, kind of makes you sick.
I got to tell you on a personal note too, I grew up just a few miles from here, and it's very true when they say how quiet this is, and that news like this really sends shockwaves around a community that is very close, especially of course when we learned that that boy later died at the hospital. And as you mentioned at the beginning of this newscast, the Sheriff's Office does plan to release more information tomorrow about those two victims, but also we're still working to learn more about the suspect and again the relation he might have to those two people and a motive, but also what charges, if any, that person might face yet.
It's just horrifying. I know we don't have a lot of information yet, but any idea how old those children were who did escape?
We know that they're young, very young. The three children who did escape, according to the neighbors, are all elementary age. So just adding to the trauma for a lot of the people in the area.
Wow. All right. Thank you, Jennifer. Right now, St.